Earlier this year, you gave us all a little bit of a scare. Talk me through that moment.
We've been here for a long time. In the summer it's very hot here, so we've been sick for 3 times in the last 3 weeks. Been in hospital. It was a bad time, but we're back. Health is good. Been preparing for the fight like usually I do.
Khamzat reveals huge health concerns. Robert Whittaker reveals sad news, and Conor McGregor is cheating? Here are the latest news from the MMA. Stick around to the end so you don't miss what's happening in the MMA zone. Let's kick things off with Khamzat Chimaev. The undefeated phenom recently revealed a health issue that has raised eyebrows across the MMA community. During a recent interview, Khamzat disclosed that he's missing half of his thyroid, which directly affects his immune system. He shares that this condition makes him more prone to sickness, especially with the intense training regimen he maintains.
Do you even know like what happened? Like, I know you said that like you were working hard and you know other guys were eating the exact same food as you, but you were the only one that got sick. Like, why? Why are you getting sick? Did you ever actually get diagnosed with anything?
I don't remember what doctor said. He said you can't train anymore. Some what I say. Some infection, I don't remember. But because my immunity went down, like all sickness you take in the body, you know, so whatever passed close to you, you take it, you know, so. And he said, just rest, go home, don't do anything, 1 month, be recovering and taking some supplements and stuff. I listened to him and it works.
Khamzat explains that constant grinding in the gym further weakens his immunity. This is especially concerning in a sport as grueling as MMA, where every ounce of health matters. He even admitted that the doctors advised him against continuing to fight after he had undergone multiple surgeries and dealt with recurring illnesses. So here's the big question. Will these health issues affect Khamzat's ability to compete at the highest level? Next, Robert Whittaker's heartbreaking news. Now, we have some sad updates on the ever-resilient Robert Whittaker. After his recent fight with Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 308, it was revealed that Whittaker sustained significant damage to his jaw. Now he's set to undergo surgery to address these injuries. Let's see the fight that destroyed his jaw.
Whittaker comes back at plus 185. Red corner tonight is 11-0. We'll see if Khamzat Chimaev can buck that trend. He is in white. The former champ is in black.
You cannot just...
Whittaker.
He just shoots, like, he takes real shots.
So fast. And this is what we immediately keeping that there so that Chimaev can't fully get around to the back. But
now he's got his back. Whittaker's got to grab something, get a grip, grab it.
The fence, but certainly feeling some of that Khamzat Chimaev suffocation.
Chimaev is so strong, man. Every time I'm around, don't do anything fast. Everything needs to be measured. And...
He's got them both. Oh, Whittaker.
Now he's got it.
Nice scramble
now. And that's the thing, Chimaev.
Find out just how good Khamzat Chimaev is. Whittaker certainly was not blind to the fact that but he has not been submitted in the UFC. Oh! Now he's got to be careful not to get flattened out. Chimaev taking his time, maybe trying to get an elbow home.
Oh!
He tapped! Still undefeated! And likely coming!
He tapped fast. It wasn't under the chin.
The submission in Khamzat Chimaev, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I think he messed up his jaw. What happens when the fight's long? They don't have to be long. Look at this. Level change. Go. I mean, it's a couple punches here. Look at this. Whittaker almost panic taps.
Yeah.
That is how hard, as if something happened on the jaw.
Dude,
I mean,
he just crushed it.
In a recent podcast, Whittaker shared that he already had some broken teeth removed and revealed a surprising twist. Doctors found a massive cyst in his jaw, which they believe could have been the source of reoccurring infections. According to Whittaker, he hasn't been able to bite into an apple since he was 19. I mean, can you imagine being such a dominant force in the MMA while dealing with these issues? Despite this, Robert is hopeful about his recovery, planning a return in June of 2025. Do you think that Whittaker will return strong as ever, or will this surgery mark a turning point in his career? Next, Paddy Pimblett on weight gains. Now let's talk about the baddie Paddy Pimblett. Paddy has always made the headlines for his massive weight gains between fights, sometimes ballooning up to 200 pounds before cutting back to lightweight. But in a recent interview, he addressed this head-on, chalking it up to an involuntary reaction from cutting weight. Paddy explained that after intense weight cuts, his body goes into what he calls starvation mode, holding onto every calorie and bit of water. While he admits he sometimes goes overboard, he's adamant he's not fat, just bloated. Weight cuts have long been a controversial topic in MMA. Do you think organizations like the UFC should adopt stricter regulations to manage this, similar to one championship hydration test? Or is this just part of the game? Next, Conor McGregor's latest lawsuit. Moving on to the notorious Conor McGregor, who's once again in the spotlight, but not for reasons he prefer. Conor is facing yet another massive lawsuit, this time over a dispute with his former teammate and friend, Artem Lobov. Artem is claiming a 5% stake in the profits from McGregor's proper No. 12 whiskey brand, an amount that could total £7 million. This comes on the heel of Conor's recently losing a civil case, where he admitted to making mistakes but maintained his innocence in key allegations. It's been a turbulent time for McGregor, with brands cutting ties and fans questioning his future in the sports. Despite all this, Conor insists he's focused on a return to the octagon. The big question is, will these legal battles derail his comeback, or will McGregor rise above all the chaos? Next, Rampage Jackson sends a warning to Jake Paul. Finally, let's talk about Rampage Jackson, who fired some serious shots at Jake Paul. Rampage, who's preparing for a boxing match with Rashad Evans, didn't hold back during an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show. Rampage warned Paul to back off after his comments on Conor McGregor's legal issues, even suggesting he take both Rashad Evans and Jake Paul on the same night. Now, we all know Jake Paul loves the spotlight, but this is one fight we don't think he's ready for. Jake Paul had publicly criticized Conor McGregor following a civil court's findings that McGregor sexually assaulted a woman in 2018. In a now deleted social media post, Paul remarked, "Dana White hits his wife. Conor's convicted of rape, but I'm the bad guy?" This comment references both McGregor's legal issues and a past incident involving UFC president Dana White. McGregor responded to Paul's remarks with a homophobic slur in a since-deleted tweet, intensifying their ongoing feud. This exchange adds to the history of animosity between the two fighters. Paul previously challenged McGregor to an MMA bout and accused the UFC of holding McGregor hostage under his current contract. The recent legal developments have further complicated McGregor's standing in the combat sports community, while Paul's comments have drawn criticism for being tone-deaf and opportunistic. As both fighters continue to engage in public disputes, their actions are scrutinized by fans and the media. Well, it looks like Jackson is not only frustrated over Jake Paul's comments on Conor, the former UFC light heavyweight champion Quentin Rampage Jackson has issued a stern challenge to Jake Paul, expressing frustration over Paul's recent actions in the combat sports community. Following Paul's victory over 58-year-old boxing legend Mike Tyson on November 15th of 2024, Jackson took to social media to confront Paul. He tweeted, "Yo, at Jake Paul, watch how you talk to MMA royalty. I'll fight you in MMA, no weight class for no pay. It's a great deal, but I bet you won't. Stop disrespecting people in my sport, homie. You fighting Tyson was your last straw. Go back to boxing wrestlers." Jackson's challenge stems from his perception that Paul is disrespecting established figures in MMA, particularly by calling out fighters like Conor McGregor. In a video shared on social media, Jackson showcased his striking power, captioning it, "The real reason why Jake Paul has never called me out." At 46, Jackson has not competed since his loss to Fedor Emelianenko in December 2019. However, he remains a prominent figure in the MMA community that has expressed interest in returning to competition, including potential boxing matches against former rivals like Rashad Evans. Jake Paul, known for his transformation from YouTube personality to professional boxer, has yet to respond to Jackson's challenge. Paul's recent bout with Mike Tyson was a significant commercial success, but it has also drawn criticism due to Tyson's advanced age. The ongoing tensions highlight the complex dynamics between traditional combat sports athletes and newcomers like Paul, who leverage social media influence to secure high-profile fights. Jackson's challenge underscores a desire among veteran fighters to defend their integrity of their sport against perceived disrespect. Do you think that Jake Paul will respond, or is he better off staying in his lane? And would you actually want to see Rampage Jackson and Jake Paul face off in the ring? So, there you have it. Big news from Khamzat Chimaev, Robert Whittaker, and more. What do you think of these updates? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest MMA news. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching.